Hello ladies and gentlemen, here is Wanjipedia. Today I'm going to show you the knowledge about absolute versus relative risk. So far, we have assumed that risk is measured by the dispersion of dollar returns, or in absolute terms. In some cases, however, risk should be measured relative to some benchmark. For example, the performance of an active manager is compared to that of an index, such as the S&P 500 index for US equities. Alternatively, an investor may have future liabilities, in which case the benchmark is an index of the present value of liabilities. An investor may also want to measure returns after accounting for the effect of inflation. In all of these cases, the investor is concerned with relative risk. Absolute risk is measured in terms of shortfall relative to the initial value of the investment, or perhaps an investment in cash. Using the standard deviation as the risk measure, absolute risk in dollar terms is sigma delta p equal sigma delta p divided by p multiply p equal sigma rp multiply p. Relative risk is measured relative to a benchmark index B. The deviation is E equal rp minus rb, which is also known as the tracking error in dollar terms. This is E multiply P. The risk is sigma E multiply P, which is equal sigma Rp minus Rb multiply P, and it's also equal omega multiply P, where omega is called tracking error volatility. It's also called TEV. To compare these two approaches, take the case of an active equity portfolio manager who is given the task of beating a benchmark. In the first year, the active portfolio returns minus 6%, but the benchmark drops by minus 10%. So the XI's return is positive. E equal minus 6% minus 10% is equal 4%. In relative terms, the portfolio has done well, even though the absolute performance is negative. In the second year, the portfolio returns 6%, which is good using absolute measures, but not so good if the benchmark goes up by 10%. Here is the example 1.1, absolute and relative risk. An investment manager is given the task of beating a benchmark. Hence, the risk should be measured in terms of which we can see A is loss relative to the initial investment, B is loss relative to the expected portfolio value, and C is loss relative to the benchmark. D is loss attributed to the benchmark. In the title, we find the task is beating a benchmark. So the right answer is C, loss relative to the benchmark. If the task is not beating a benchmark, it's just catch up to benchmark. So maybe D is the right answer. It's just an assumption. Alright, we have finished the total 1.1. We will talk about the next part, 1.2. In the future, evolution of the risk measurement processes will be introduced in the next video. Do you have any other questions you want to share to everyone here? Add them at the comment, I love to see your suggestions. I will be making more videos about FRIM soon. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you soon.